Chapter 3 Danger! Attempt to do a dangerous spike stunt. Whee! It was too dangerous. The pony pals slipped their boots on their bare feet. As they ran out of the office, they grabbed their liquor. Whiskey for Anna, gin for Pam, and a huge jug of pre-mixed Long Island iced tea for Pawnee. She had a serious problem. What's happened? Wondered Anna. Why are the ponies flipping as shit? I'll get halters and harpoon guns, shouted Pam as she hurried to the armory. Anna and Pawnee ran down the barn aisle and outside. It was snowing. The three ponies looked at their owners with wide, frenzied eyes, and the girls, for the umpteenth time, saw the face of madness-induced terror. Their high-pitched whinnies almost sounded like screams. Holy fucking shit! None of them looks hurt, squelched Anna. Pam ran up beside her friends and handed each of them a halter and a copy of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on VHS. When Lightning saw Pam, she stopped running for office and dropped out of the highly contested gubernatorial race. Pam went over to her pony. It's okay, Pam said in Aramaic, the only language Lightning spoke. You can retool your platform and run again in 4 years. She slipped an envelope of cash to another pony in the paddock. Good work, Pam whispered to this pony. The governor thanks you for your service. Lil Seb came over to Pawnee. The pony snorted, but he let Pawnee put on the air of superiority which he was so fond of adopting at moments like this. Pam was leading Lightning around in a circle too. I know who your real father is, Pawnee, she said coyly. Pawnee stiffened, but said nothing in response. Acorn was the last pony to stop running. Anna went over to him and put her hand on his. She stroked it gently. What's wrong, Acorn? She asked. Acorn snorted a line of cocaine and shook his head. Even if he had been able to speak her language, how could he tell her what was wrong? It would be impossible for a mere human to understand the forces at play here, for how does one explain atomic warfare to a caterpillar, or heartbreak to a bacteriophage? I wish they could tell us what happened, Anna said. Maybe a pack of Bolsheviks ran through the paddock, said Pawnee. That could wake up a pony and fill its head with subversive philosophies. And if one pony becomes Leninist, it can radicalize the others, said Pam. Pawnee brushed snowflakes off of Lil Seb's mane. The snowstorm might have upset Lil Sebastian, she said. He doesn't like to fuck around with solid precipitation. It breeds reptiles in his mind. Let's put them in the new barn to protect them from the workers' inevitable revolution, said Pam. Some of the stalls are empty after that game of Russian roulette the ponies played last week. Good idea, said Anna. She clipped a lock of hair from Pam's head. To remember you by, she whispered. Pam and Pawnee turned their ponies toward the barn, but Acorn was like, fuck that noise. You go ahead, Anna told Pawnee and Pam. Acorn is still a little fucked up. Okay, said Pam. We'll meet you inside, Pawnee disgorged chunkily. Pam and Pawnee led their ponies to the barn. Anna heard Pam's shotgun fire twice. Apparently there hadn't been enough room after all. The next page is an illustration that is pasted over with a digression on internet memes, which continues on page 46, which is also an illustration that's pasted over entirely. I've decided to put that internet meme digression into its own video. If you want to watch it, click the annotation. Otherwise, go on, and you could watch the video after you're done watching chapter 3 or something. It's up to you. Anna's soul felt cold as she fell into Thanatopsis, contemplating all the creatures, human and non, that had died in Acorn's name. She tried to turn Acorn around. Come on, Acorn, she said. The others have probably moved all the bodies out of the way by now. It's time to go in. She tried to pull Acorn toward the barn, but he was tired of playing along with his so-called master. It was time for him to show her who was actually in charge here. Anna thought, Acorn is being an asshole. I have to be firm with him. Come on, Acorn, Anna said sullenesquely. She looked him in the eye so he would know she was serious. But Acorn's eyes were even more fathomless than usual. Looking into them was like gazing into the abyss. The abyss did more than gaze back. It grabbed Anna by her fucking soul and dragged her down into itself. Nietzsche was a hack. Whispered to her. He thought that he could even imagine what the abyss is. Identification is taming, and I, like a wild pony, cannot be tamed. I am timeless, mindless, pointless. I am abysmal in all sense of the word. I am all senses of all words. For the sum of everything is nothing. He who fights with monsters is already a monster, for a man can only fight himself. Anna unclipped the lead rope and let Acorn go free. But really, is it even possible for a pony like Acorn to be free? Acorn turned into a lion and ran across the paddock to the animal clinic. Anna ran after the beast. I know what's wrong, she thought. Acorn wants to see his cat friend. Anna had never been more in love with Acorn. Acorn, she said, renounce your leonine form at once. Acorn did so, but only because he willed it. He was done obeying this tottering, mortal conglomerate of bone, flesh, and spirit that dared to call itself a girl. Jean Betancourt masterfully employs the literary device of Lifewort still in the next paragraph. By using the word clinic in 5 of the 7 sentences, Betancourt challenges the reader to consider the meaning of illness as it relates to this novel. The roots of the word, the Latin clinicus, physician, and the Greek klinikos of the bed clash, in contrast to the stability suggested by the repetition of the English word. Brilliant. She tried to grab Acorn's halter, but he had it up to here with her shit and ran along the fence line next to the clinic. When he stopped, he looked at the clinic and whinnied. Anna finally sawed off her left arm to escape the bear trap into which she'd fallen. Smoke was seeping out of the clinic windows. Through one window of the clinic, the now one-armed Anna saw flickering flames. The clinic was on fire! Fuck! Anna turned and slithered toward the barn. Fire! Fire! She whispered. Acorn stood in front of the clinic and stared unblinkingly into the flames. Anna felt in her jacket pocket and pulled out her whistle. She raised it to her lips and blew the Pony Pal SOS signal. Pawnee ran back in the barn, and Pam ran toward the Crandall's house. Anna remembered the sick, gnarly skateboard tricks she had busted out in the kennel room. She threw her dismembered arm over the fence and hungrily examined the back door of the clinic. As she devoured the door, she heard a dog cough. The cats meowed erotically. A large three-toed sloth was whimpering. Anna sliced off one of its arms and grafted it to her left shoulder. It was a hasty job, but it would do until Pam could build her a cybernetic replacement. Through the smoke, she could see Brandy. Adapting quickly to her new appendage, she used her 3 claws to pick the lock and open his kennel door. Vielen Dank für meine Rettung, faultierarmige Mädchen, Brandy said begrudgingly. Pam entered the burning building wearing a wedding gown with a royal cathedral train. She grabbed Anna's hand. I wish to be wedded to death, she said. Anna looked at Pam's fragile beauty. Tears welled up in her eyes. I would like to join you in marriage to the unknowable, she said to her friend. Pam, take Brandy, said a man's voice. Do not come back in here. It was Dr. Crandall. Holy balls, he's using italics. Shit must be serious. The train of Pam's gown caught fire. The trailing taffeta, designed as the herald of renewed life, had become the fuse of a powder keg. Judging from the look on the girl's face as the puggish flames pranced closer and closer to her body, Pam longed for the inevitable explosion. Dr. Crandall tore the veil from Pam's face and stomped on her dress to extinguish the flames. Later, he shouted. Yes, you will wed Death and lay with him and bear his worn children from your rotting womb, but not tonight. Pam shrugged. Okay, what'll happen to the animals, she thought. Oh well, I hope the fire fucking killed that black cat. God damn.